Everybody talking about me. Bitches be selling they pussy for $200, and I only got $2,000 from doing a scene for one night. Alright, bitches be getting paid $200 a night. Like, please.
Yeah, talk your talk. They know you 18.
No, I'm 19, but they know I'm 19. Yes, yeah.
Sorry, I forgot to see.
Somebody in the comments asked me why I look uncomfortable. The only reason why I look uncomfortable is because I'm mad small. Them niggas are big. They was smacking me.
They was tearing you up.
Like, I wasn't scared. I wasn't scared. But like, I was like, damn, like, you don't gotta smack me like that, cause you know, like, if it was just some regular nigga, I was not letting no nigga do that, but these are professional porn stars, so, you know.
That was just Rachel Perry right there, the New York City 19-year-old who recently went viral on Facebook after her family found out about some of her 304 activities. Her grandmother kicked her out of the family. But before we get into this, take a second to make sure that you are subscribed to this channel. Click the notification bell for all updates. If you're new, include new subscriber in your comment below, and I'm going to try my best to respond to all of you. What do you do when you have a rebel on your hands? Well, that's what one Brooklyn family is trying to figure out right now. There's a website out there, I'm not going to say the name of it, but it starts with ghetto. I'm just going to call it Double G. And they have 304s on there. All of them happen to be black women, and the whole premise of the website is promoting white boys conquering angry black women. That's that company's words on their own marketing material. I didn't make that up. But all of the women participating in these activities, they are 18 years old or older. They sign up for it, they sign contracts, and they accept money. They willingly do all of this. So no one's forcing these grown women to degrade themselves the way they do. The really bad thing about it too is once they do this, no matter how much they try to fight to get things removed, they have no rights over that content. The company owns the content. So you have these young women making these horrible decisions, a lot of them even going against their own families to do this stuff, and then later on they regret it, but it's nothing they can do about it. But what happens when you publicly shame your family? And some of them even cut you off. Well, it looks like the Double G website, they got a hold to 19-year-old Rachel Perry out of Brooklyn. Word is that one of her cousins went and told her grandmother that she was on the website, and all heck broke loose. Why? Because Granny, she was not having it. Her grandmother went on Facebook and said, "I have never been so embarrassed, humiliated, and felt so degraded in all of my 68 years. Don't ever call me your grandmother again as long as you live. Get the family's pictures to H off your page and forget you have one. You were given everything any child could want. And you're talking about $2,000 like that's money? That's not adult entertainment. That's being a 50 cents Street 304 live for everyone to see. Your brother, the one that's a producer in California, and the one in Jersey called, they were in tears and disbelief. I'm done with you, and so is everyone else. Your first cousin did not want to show it to me. I forced him to. Let's see if that $2,000 can help you gain dignity and self-respect." And you know, it may sound harsh, and some people may say that she's being judged. I know she used those words, saying that she was being judged. But we need more grandmothers like her grandmother. The ones that's going to tell it like it is, and that's going to keep these women and their family in check. These new age grandmothers, they wouldn't say what Miss Brenda just said and encouraging her behavior. In fact, they'll sign up to do it with them. Kind of touched on that in this video right here about how you have these Generation X grandmothers passing down 304 traditions to their kids. But I believe Rachel was raised with her mother and father. She's embarrassed them as well. Her father, he didn't say anything on Facebook, but her mother went off on her too. She embarrassed her two brothers. And according to the grandmother, they are very upset about her decision and what she did. The thing is, back in the day, your name is stood for something. You couldn't just go out in the streets and do whatever you wanted to do. You represented your whole family, from school to everywhere else you went. Families that came up during her grandmother's time, they did not put up with this type of stuff. There was order, you had structure, you had dignity and respect. But nowadays, all you see is this 304 culture. Unfortunately, you have a lot of kids impacted by these external influences. They're listening to Cardi B. They're listening to Meg Thee Stallion. They are following people like Suki Hana and Cash Doll. And they're talking about staying in their bag and getting money. Just like this one right here, bragging about how they gave her $2,000 to do this mess. In response to the criticism, she said, at the end of the day, I don't give a F who's seen anything. I got paid almost $2,000 for that video. You think I give a F? And then y'all still paying to watch it? Totally lost. And then she had more to say. I believe she did an interview on IG. Take a listen.
Everybody's talking about me. Bitches be someone they pussy for 200, and I only got 2,000 from doing a scene for one night. Alright, bitches be getting paid 200 a night. Like, please.
And she kept bringing up the fact that she got paid $2,000. Well, almost $2,000 to do one scene. Yeah, that's gonna live on the internet forever. Comparing herself to women who sell themselves for 200. Like, why are you selling at all?
Yeah, so but they know you 18?
No, I'm 19, but they know I'm 19. Yes. Somebody in the comments asked me why I look uncomfortable. The only reason why I look uncomfortable is because I'm mad small. Them niggas are big. They was smacking me and like I wasn't scared. I wasn't scared, but like I was like, damn, like you don't gotta smack me like that, cause you know, like if it was just some regular nigga, I was not letting no nigga do that. But these are professional porn stars, so you know.
She said that she would not allow regular men to do her like that, but these guys are different. They're professionals. Right.
Did they force you to do that? She said no.
Nah, they didn't. Nah, they didn't.
Cool. She said they mad cool.
Well, they are mad cool to me. Like, first off, they got me a whole Uber from where I live, all the way from out there. They was paying for my Ubers there and back from the studio and all that. They're mad cool.
She said because they paid for her Ubers back and forth to the studio, they're mad cool.
They give you cold words. They give you cold words.
Let me ask you something. They told you for a timeout when you
They give you... Yes, because they give you cold words. Yes, because they give you cold words. Basically, all right, because he told me about one of the girls that came there before me. He was like how... I guess it was too much for her, so she couldn't do it no more. So she just said timed out. That ended the whole shit. She didn't get paid. She just went home and left. But I'm a champ. I'm Roro. I'm not pussy. So I did what I had to do. I finished it and I got that bag. Period.
She said it was another girl that came in before her. They did the same things with her. So that woman tapped out and they sent her home, didn't pay her anything. Can you imagine that, by the way? Because the other woman did not make it through the whole scene, she got nothing. But she's patting herself on the back. She says she's a champ.
Somebody talk about stop gassing. Ain't nobody not gassing me because before this fucking punch, I was been lit, been famous. So I don't even care about this. This is just something that's new. This shit is annoying, bro. Like, I have a life of my own. I have to provide for myself. My mother and my father do not pay for my shit no more. I buy my own shit. But what the hell? Yeah, I still live with my mother. She still give a roof over my head, but she don't pay for my shit.
She says that she had to go and find a way to make money to pay for her own stuff. Yet, she's still living at home. So if your basics are already covered, she went and sold her soul to pay for what exactly? All I can say is that money isn't worth your soul. This young woman just embarrassed her whole family for $2,000. You know what? Let's go ahead and get the conversation started below in the comments. Is her grandmother wrong for kicking her out the family? Or do you agree with the grandmother? Let me know below in the comments. Special thank you to Danny Rule. Thank you so much for your support for this channel. Always watching and showing your support. As well as Dark Power, I appreciate both of you. Want to see more content like this? You can support the channel as well. Links to Cash App and PayPal are below. Ladies, fellas, want a balance analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to like and share.